This is Philip Fieldy Music, and today we're doing a tier ranking or list of the Cult, the discography of the Cult. The Cult are a gothic rock, hard rock, heavy metal band from England. So I've never heard a full album from them before, so some of this might change over time, but for now, this is what I'm you know about. That's my son in the background. He wants to play there. I'm not going to stop him. So, um, don't know how to do like I don't know blur background or something like that. So I am just going to leave it as is. So I didn't know if I had to figure out how to do the tier thing. I'm not used to that. So we'll start with Dreamtime. So Dreamtime, I will definitively say at this point is my favorite album by them. I love the guitars of Billy Duffy, and I love the vocals of Ian Astbury. I can't say that for every album for both of them, but got fuzzy there for a second. Okay, but Ian's voice is iconic, and a lot of those guitar riffs by Billy are as well. Um, sorry, I got my notes here. I'm gonna lift my phone. I look so stupid looking now. Oh, come on, camera. Why are you getting fuzzy at me? So my favorite tracks on this album are my top three. I was trying to do this for every one of them, but I didn't end up doing that for all of them. But Dreamtime, Spirit Walker, and Rider in the Snow. Um, yeah, so I thought it was a very good album. I think it's a no skips. Um, I just realized I didn't even have like my tier thing in the background, so I can move stuff. So now that that's over, I can do this now. So no skips. Okay. All right. So now next we have Love. I was really looking forward to this one. I think because of She Sells Sanctuary being on here, and that's like probably my favorite song by them. Being on this album, I had high expectations for it, and I knew this one was well liked. Um, but I think the debut was a lot better than this one. I had some great songs like She Sells Sanctuary and Black Angel and Hollow Man. I do feel it is a step down in quality, and it has a drag to it as well. So I'm putting it in the B category. All right, next we have Electric. Well, they're changing up the sound more to like a hard rock sound with Rick Rubin at the helm. On production, I really liked Electric Ocean. Love Removal Machine gives me AC/DC feelings, and I like Outlaw as well. Um, at first I thought the Born to Be Wild cover was, okay, or just whatever. But yeah, more I think about it, it is pretty bad. I do feel like it's not as good as the previous two albums, and the shift in style feels pretty forced. It didn't really feel natural at all, so I'm putting it in the C category. Next, we have Sonic Temple. This one's well known as well. Has some pretty good singles off of it, like Fire Woman. Um, I really like American Horse and all those cool guitar solos on it. Edie Chow Baby is a good song with some stellar guitar on it as well. And I like the horns on it too, as well as Ian's vocals on that one. This is my notes are will fit in with the metal hard rock sound of the time, but it's far better than most of it out there. So I like this one quite a bit. It's going in A tier. Next we have Ceremony. Yeah, Ceremony, I know a lot of people didn't seem to like this one too much, but I thought it had a great opener to it with Ceremony, the title track. I love the pianos on the If. There are some moments where I did lose my attention some with the album, but I do like the strings and the acoustic guitar on Indian. It didn't really keep my focus as much, but I didn't think it was that bad. But at this point, or in this juncture of the albums, I do think it is their worst at this point. Spoiler alert, is not going to be the worst album by them. Next, we have the self-titled, or the Black Goat album. Um, Gone is a great opener. They do pretty good with their openers, I found. Black Sun, the lyrics and the singing really make the song. The 90s production really suits the band. I'm a 90s guy. That's really when I got into music. Saints Are Down is a cool closer. So I know a lot of people don't like this one that much, but I really do. I'm giving it I, behind Sonic Temple. I do not think it's as good as Sonic Temple. All right, so next is Beyond Good and Evil. This one is really bad to me. It's the first album in 6 years. Feels like a failed comeback album. It doesn't have a good sound at all. Not to me. Production sounds blown out just to be loud, like they're just trying to get loud with it. The song Rise is tolerable. The rest of it just didn't sound too good to me. There were small areas that sounded okay, but overall, nah. So this is a F for me. Okay, then next we have Born Into This one, or Born Into This. This one I've heard a lot of bad things about as well. But I thought it had a pretty cool opener again. Holy Mountain is a good example of them doing a ballad right compared to their last album, Beyond Good and Evil, with the song Nico. I didn't like that one. I really like the guitar in Tiger in the Sun. With some edits and slimming down, this album could have been a lot better. Still better than Beyond Good and Evil, so I don't know if that gives that points or not, but I'll put it as a C behind Ceremony. Alright, next we have Choice of Weapon. Yeah, this is a better project than I thought it was going to be. It doesn't end well, very well, though. The closing is not good. Honey from a Knife is a great song, though, and a great opener. For the Animals sounds like a Saturday morning action figure commercial from the 80s. But it does have a good guitar solo on that song. But I do think it's just kind of okay, so it's a C tier as well. I'll put it right there behind Born Into This. Alright, and apparently Born Into This and Choice of Weapon and Hidden City were supposed to be like a trio album, like a concept maybe a record. I know on Hidden City I was reading that they were trying to make it more gothic sounding, but I didn't really get that, or if I did, it just didn't click with me like I normally like. As much as I liked Dreamtime, that one was a lot better with the post-punk and the gothic rock stylings of it. So yeah, Hidden City, I was pretty bored with this one by the point of getting through that trio. I did like Lilies though, and there were some okay moments throughout. It wasn't as bad as Beyond Good and Evil, but everybody just sounds tired in it. So I am still giving it an F. I'll put it before Beyond Good and Evil though. That one, yeah. Looks to be like we will not have a D tier, but we'll leave it there. Okay, and finally, the last album at this juncture is Under the Midnight Sun. I Cut Inside and Vendetta X, I wrote down, are both great songs, but the album did end off kind of dull, so I didn't have much to say about it. I just thought it was okay, so I will put it there behind Choice of Weapon. So that is it. Overall, I do think this was a good discography to go through. The evolution of sound, while that's like an example of evolution of sound that goes wrong, which bands that last this long usually go that route. There are some exceptions, but they do have like kind of a roller coaster ride to it. So, I mean, even look at their last album; it's not that bad comparatively. It's a lot better than like hearing AC/DC doing the same style over and over and over. Really like their earlier stuff. I didn't really like the later stuff. So this band, even though sometimes they get into a rut, they still kind of make it interesting. Sometimes they do go back to the well and try their old styles again just to try to get some hits to it. But yeah, I think overall it's pretty good. Like I said, Yeah, that debut album is no skips, so I do highly recommend that one. Um, Heck, I recommend them all except for Hidden City and Beyond Good and Evil. So, but yeah, of course, if you want to try, you can look at the C tiers. But yeah, the no skips to be is what you should probably check out. But good discography though, and I think it's a pretty good band. Pretty iconic sound to them overall. I would say for a little bit over half of their albums. So. Um, yeah, so that is it. Let me click back on here and make sure I'm not all fuzzy and everything. So that is it. Let me know what you think. Is my ranking really out there? I, I mean, I usually redo these a lot, so maybe eventually I get to the point I want to do the cult again. But like I said, this is my first time doing it. Done over 500 and something discog dives, or deep dives. So yeah, this was pretty good. But let me know what you think. Let me know your rankings. And yeah, defend your favorites. But yeah, until next time, we'll see you tomorrow for another song of the day. Goodbye.